We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
All of your internet belong to us now.
And we're live, Molly, your turn.
Literally, you didn't even give me a fucking chance to think, you little dickhead.
That was the point.
Oh my god. Yeah, oh my word. I was like, I'm literally just gonna like panic read off Rick's intro and hope for the best. But now at the moment, I can't even remember that one. So we're all fucked, I guess. Hi guys, welcome to the show. This is Ryan, he's a dick. This is Josh, he holds our entire fucked up family together. And this is our guest. So,
What's a guest name, Molly?
Oh, and I pointed the wrong way, too. This is Boop, Mr. Boop Cannon. I was not on the last time we had you as a guest, so, give us a spiel. Who are you, and what possessed you to join us?
I mean, if you ask me who I am, I don't even know who I am. But, yeah, Mr. Boot Cannon, known for being on game with my boot cannon. That is my whole spiel. Trying to corner the market in boot clips and creating a boot nation. Coming on the show, it's like old family. We've about close when they started this thing. I was kind of a part of it and being a mod, doing some of the GIF intros, and we were going to do a little bit more, but I think everybody is on fire. Everybody's reaching for the heavens. It's it was a thing, but of course life happens, and. Unfortunately, we got separated for a little while, but I got the opportunity to come back on and, spend time with some of the old family, and I'm always gonna have love for the show. It's always been in my blood, and apparently I'm the only one with a Destiny Unfiltered T-shirt because that was gonna become a thing.
Yo, dead ass. So to say, I don't think
the story that I heard, and correct me if this.
I love you guys too. What the fuck?
Correct me if I'm wrong. The story that I heard was that you went and made that yourself and wore it to a gaming convention.
I did. I was spreading the love, spreading the word.
I love it. You love to see it.
So, now, to be fair, that was all about Rick. So.
What? That was about the show. Well, Rick was kind of a mentor for me.
We've all gone through a phase of fangirling over Ricky. It's okay.
I mean,
right.
I built a goddamn podcast over Rick, so.
He mentored me a while back, and helped me navigate the Twitterverse and Xboxverse and Guardian Con, and so this is always going to be like a home for me.
There's a soft squishy center under that hard crispy outside.
Did you do
apparently
what Guardian Con? What year were you there?
Oh, the last one, not the digital one, but 2019. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Damn
didn't
it!
go.
I was
Did you go
this
before
close
that?
to show up for that one too, man.
You didn't go before that, or was that the only? Is that the only time
That
you
was the
went?
only time I've been.
Okay.
Yeah, life changing. It was crazy.
Fun. All right.
It looks it, man.
So
It really is. I mean, you get thousands of like-minded people, and everybody just, I don't know anybody that had a bad time. It was really a surreal experience. I mean, just getting to meet all the people that you interact with daily. You get to meet like some of the people you kind of fan over, and it was kind of neat because there were some people I didn't recognize, like, and I'm just sitting at the table with, like at that point I've only watched the videos, I never saw the guy, but I'm sitting there at the table with like a cool guy and Fallout, and we're all just chatting, and I didn't realize, and they're like, "Hey, you know who that is?" I was like, "No, who is
Like
it?"
I got it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was like sat and chatting with Candy Cakes for like an hour, and we were just talking about life and everything but video games, and it was just like, and it was a really cool experience. Everybody was down to earth. Miss it.
So
Hopefully
I have
next
a
year it's gonna be
really
like that.
serious question.
What is
What
it?
do you put on your name tag? Like, do you put your name?
Oh, it's gotta be
or do
Boo.
you put your?
Oh,
Like, I'm just talking in
My
general,
Boo
not just
shirt.
you. Like, it could be anybody. Like, how
I
how
think
you
you-
communicate with people who
I
don't
think
know you
it's-
may not know your real name.
well,
you put your. I think it was your gamer tag, or whatever it may be, whatever you want to be known by. I mean, I
Right.
think that's pretty much it.
Okay.
I think yeah.
yeah, it's kind of if your gamer tag is more recognizable, you're gonna put that on there.
Okay.
If you're if you're somebody whose name is real out, even though you've a gamer tag, if your name is real out there, people know who you are. Like I remember Holtzman was walking around, and his real name is Casey, so he put Holtzman, and then under it put Casey.
Okay.
Stuff like that. So it's just whatever you're comfortable with. So, 'cause I remember all those guys actually did wear name tags.
Like, that's the thing. Like, I got nothing. Like, because a lot of people know my real name. I put it out there, but like, the more I thought about it, I was like, my name's kind of long. So I was like, and I don't know, like, people might know it to see that, but if I walked up to people and were like, "Oh yeah, my name's Small Titan," they might be like, "Okay, who the fuck are you?" Like, I don't know.
So,
I'm just curious.
my name's
That was
Small
something I
Titan.
You
wondered.
just put both of what you go by, but I think
Yeah.
at this point people know who you are.
right.
Yeah. My name's Small Titan. They're like, who?
My name's.
Like Mr. Boot Cannon say,
They-
what? Who the fuck would name somebody that name?
I mean,
Your
so
parents
that
hated me.
that's where we're headed, though, Boop. Is I want to know how that name came about. So,
There was a time when I was trying to figure out an identity in Twitterverse and really try to stand out, something different than what I was doing and known for something. And I think the whole like role playing thing started, like people creating characters and doing that, and I thought I would
remember
do
that,
that, but I'm not smart enough. But I was like, to carry it on. So, but I was just talking with a friend of mine, and I was just like, I like want an identity, and and I always, was always man of the tractor cannon, and he was like, why don't you be like something like with the boot cannon? Like, why don't you be like Mr. Boot Cannon? And it was like, we'll do Mr. Boot Cannon, and somehow it caught on. It literally did. My whole goal was like to get people to tag me in boot videos.
was there a name before that you used to go by that was retired?
Oh yeah, it was Psycho Mojo.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that's when
That was your Xbox
when I
one.
was playing with you. Yeah,
Yeah.
when I played with you, and then I changed it. I'm pretty sure I lost half my friends
I
because
knew
they were
him
like,
before he
"Who?
was famous.
Who is
guys.
that? Who was that?" Before I was infamous. I don't know about famous. The whole
So-
different
Either way, we'll
thing
take
there.
it.
Yeah, exactly. Negative attention is better than no attention at all, they say.
So my boys, whenever I started first traveling for work, when I became a consultant, they got me a Destiny lanyard,
Nice.
and they're like, when you're going through the airports and stuff and whatnot, I mean, you're sitting there for a while waiting on your flight, maybe somebody strikes up a conversation with you. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. And then after my first flight, I was like, I'm really antisocial. I don't like talking to random people. So, so then I switched to
You
this one.
discovered that?
Then I switched to this lanyard.
I don't worry.
I love it.
That would get me to talk more than anything.
I was
Think if I would have put the
site.
Destiny back on.
I wore this on site to every client I ever went to, and it was a great icebreaker.
You wear the Destiny one, somebody might come up and teabag you.
Right?
Wearing a mask back, like when we first had to wear masks everywhere, and it was probably, like early, I don't know, winter 2020, like before the end of the winter / spring. I used to wear a hoodie. I had straight across bangs, and I had a mask on, and it was the most comfortable I've ever felt in my life. And I just sat there like with my hands in my pockets, and it was so. Anytime I had to go anywhere, and it was so amazing. One of my
Just your
favorite
eyes
things ever.
sticking out.
Yeah, just look around.
I mean, the only benefit is that you can walk to the grocery store and you see somebody, that you doing something stupid, and you're totally like, no one knows because you got the mask on.
Before I finish working at the gas station, I have the worst fucking resting bitch face. And then like, it's not even that though. It's like, it's resting, but I can make it look resting when I have a mask on, but it's completely reactive when I don't. So I happened to be on the phone one night, and I turned around to the glass window where 3 people are waiting for orders, still thinking I have a mask on, and I go, and like make eye contact with one of these guys waiting for his food, and I'm just like, yeah. And everything's fine, like, because if you have a mask on, it's just like, you can see the eye roll, and it's like, okay, this is frustrating, but not the full on. Like,
This must have been the night, Josh, that we got the.
glass window. Like,
This must have been the night that we got the. I'm changing careers. So,
yes,
right.
actually, it was when they ordered that $320 fucking order and didn't show up till 10 minutes before we closed, and I was like, "This is it. Today's the day." Yeah, that was the night. Oh, I was so mad. Yeah, I was so fucking angry. I was like, "This is the one time I don't take payment ahead of time." Fucking hell.
Officially, the
Green
crowd
school
here that we've got, we are the epitome of the average Joe's, Jim from Dodgeball, right? We're not like these major streamers. We're not these big names. We're not these. We're all just the average Joes that go out there and play Destiny. So, from one average Joe to another, what did you think, Boop, of Trials? Did you go in and play solo queue? Did you try it out?
Okay. Right.
You know he was in there with the boot cannon.
So I would have to say that the first week was really rough. I played mostly solo queue because I wanted to really try it. And then it was just at first it was fun. And then when you started getting stomped game after game after game, I almost like quit the damn game. Like it got so bad. I got so mad. I got so triggered with that, and it was for 2 reasons. That one, I was already having problems playing that week. Like for some reason I was just off. I couldn't figure it out. And then I went into Trials and it just got worse. Yeah. So by the time I'm already so triggered, I had finally figured out that when the new season started, when they changed the controller settings, unbeknownst to me, that I didn't realize how much the sensitivity had changed. So I'm on my same controller, and I've changed controllers, I've changed buttons, I changed like everything, and I thought, well, maybe something's wrong with my hand, and I really thought so because I have a little carpal tunnel, and I thought maybe something's happening here, and then it finally hit me, and when I finally adjusted the settings, it got a hell of a lot better. Got a little bit more of my sanity back. I did not go flawless that weekend, but the next weekend, one of my clanmates took me and my son, Porgarello. He took me and my son, and we were just like, you know what, let's give it a shot. And and it was really awesome because the trials experience went from one end to the other. To my first flawless was actually with my son.
Oh.
That's awesome.
So yeah, so it was a really cool experience, and thank goodness the Confluence that's the clan I'm in, the amazing bunch of guys and gals, and it's and it took us through, and it was a great day. It was a great day to get through there, and then the next weekend, me and a buddy, he hit me up, said, you know what, let's give this a shot. When they changed it, and they did the control zones, I figured it was just gonna be Witherhorn Fest. And I was like, I fully expected it to be horrible. We went in there, and somehow we picked up some dude from LFG, and we ended up going flawless. Like, it was just crazy. It was like we lost a couple games, reset the card, and we were like, all right, let's give this a shot. We won a few games that we had no business winning, but somehow we lucked it out. Yeah, I know, literally, we lucked it out. We just the other guy, he was goated, and it was cool. So I mean, it was nice to kind of get that feel of what it feels like to be flawless, knowing that there's still those stack teams. It's I think it's a swing both ways. And but luckily I've had a good mixed reaction. Luckily, my original experience was more related to technical difficulties than anything else. But yeah, it's been an interesting ride. I would have to say Trials is, but I don't know. What did you guys think? How did you enjoy it?
The most entertaining thing in the world is to hear Josh play Trials on the phone and realize he's not the same person as he is on the podcast.
No. No.
I heard words I'd never heard before.
We got some potty mouth.
I'm very angry in competitive.
Oh my god, yeah, yeah.
I have a channel points reward on my channel to get me to play Trials. It's like a community one of like 250,000 channel points or something to get me to play Trials, because I will not touch that shit with a 10-foot pole. I'm all about humiliating myself for views, but we're not quite there yet.
I mean,
say what was that old SpongeBob where they were saying, oh, that's one of the 7 naughty words that you're not supposed to say, and then Krabs goes, it's 11 if you're a sailor, and yeah, I think I talked about 13 that weekend, but no, man, we were.
Love it.
So Ryan
Australia over that.
Ryan Sideshow and I decided to go in to Trials, and we played a handful of games until the guys had to drop, and it was, we might have won 3, I think, out of all we played, and so then Sideshow and I decided to carry on, in the freelance queue, just the two of us, picking up whatever random we got, and it wasn't any better. Yeah, it really wasn't any better. We might have won one more game over the course of that. We played a handful, and then Sideshow had to bail, and he's like, you really should try just solo queue, because you'll get in teams with like 2 pros. It'll just happen. I'm like, all right. And this was on Saturday. So, let's see. 30 games later, and I'd won one more game out of the... So I was at 5 wins. Yeah, it was like 29 losses in a row, and the rage.
Why do I hate you so badly?
The rage I had, man. And I was like watching Fallout play. I was texting his chat. And he goes, "Hey everyone, what do you think of Trials this weekend so far?" I'm like, "This is the first weekend I've stepped in. I am demoralized to the point where I'm out of cuss words. I'm out of, and he goes, he just, in the middle of his stream, he calls me out reading the chat. He goes, "Oh, Josh, why did you go in this weekend? No. And if nothing else, wait till reset tomorrow whenever the flawless goes. This is the worst weekend you could have started to play it." And he goes, "Oh, brother."
Is that the second weekend?
No, this was the third. This was the control.
Oh, the third.
Yeah, I didn't play the first two. I didn't, because I'm just not. I was thinking we got one weapon, one new weapon to grind for, through these trials. What's the, that's the Reed's Regret, and I was like, I'm not really, there's plenty of other stuff to run around, chase after on what little time I have to play. And then Ryan said, let's go into trials. So,
so obviously.
and it's like the space shuttle launch. Once the countdown's begun, you got to see it through. So I was dead set to get those 7 wins on the card, to at least get my, my pinnacle gear. And it was really, really painful.
I didn't mind that week for some reason.
I didn't mind it either.
Well, I solo queued the whole entire rest of it after.
So did I after we played that earlier. I solo. But while we're talking about it, and this way Molly can get an idea since I don't think she played. What'd you guys think of the? And I know Josh's response to this is not going to be good. The capture point.
I actually did. I thought it was nice to have something other than like a goal other than just getting stomped. I thought it was.
Other than just getting stomped, that's trials in a nutshell. But go on.
Right. I mean, I think it was just kind of neat to to figure out the whatever strategy you could to, those that are just used to aping. They couldn't do that if they got killed and the spawn point's open. I don't know. I kind of enjoyed it a little bit because I always like playing control. I just was there was a lot of it that I figured was going to happen in terms of like the control zone type weapons like Wither Horde and certainly Vex is a problem and that's a whole other thing.
Wither Horde is fairly easy to, if it's there, you just get away, unless they hit you, if they get a direct hit on you and it envelops into your body, when I get that
weapon,
I love it. Whenever I do it to someone else, I will
Are you a Wither Horde user?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
don't let me find you. Don't let me find you.
It's a grenade. It's exactly that. It's a grenade. If you time it right, if you get it in the right spot where you've got them pinned to the wall, then it works great. Otherwise, it's just like, oh shit, there's a thing there, and you walk away from it.
No, here's the thing that I love.
I'm
the
being
beautiful
shaxed
thing.
right now.
When you fire it off, and you see those small yellow numbers. It's like a 10, but it's yellow, so you hit them. I've been facing directly against someone, hit them with Wither Horde. They're still shooting. I stopped shooting. I started to emote like some sort of wave or something like that because they're gonna die before they can kill me, no matter what they're using.
See, that's a no-skill weapon right there. Okay, all right. Don't let me find you.
To hit a direct hit.
Do not let me find you.
To hit a direct hit.
We'll bury you alive and dance on your grave.
It is something, man. Especially whenever you blind fire that, so you lob it.
You want to see Luke get toxic?
And you see those yellow.
Look up toxic in Webster's dictionary, and it's just a picture of Josh's face with his whatever. Like,
what I'm hearing is at the end of the show tonight, we're going to have a 1v1 Wither Horde versus Boot Cannon.
Now, Boot Cannon is hilarious.
I will supervise that shit. Yes.
There's nothing funnier than ragdolling somebody.
Don't we should live stream
Oh,
that shit.
I know.
That'd be super fun. Oh no, then I have to turn on my fucking PlayStation. Never mind. Carry on.
Oh, God forbid.
But
I'm lost. So.
Oh, bye.
Yeah, her PC has been giving her grief. So.
That was a hilarious.
And
it was right before she booted herself.
Yeah, she's been having some dropouts internet wise lately.
You're gonna have to redo your mic now.
Yeah, no sound, Molly.
What the fuck?
Oh no, we got it. Now it's here.
That's the best way to test the mic ever, is to just scream "what the fuck" as loud as you
can.
That woke it up.
But yeah, so
no,
here's
it does
the funny
a lot,
thing.
unfortunately, recently.
So we had the bounties. I was doing the bounties too. There was a bounty for fusion rifle kills and for solar kills. All right, so I start off with everyone's favorite Jotun. Now, for some reason, when I'm using it, everyone can perfectly dodge.
Yeah.
They just just right by him.
Shit like the Matrix.
Everyone else using it against me I'm just like the black hole.
Yeah.
Gone.
Because you're the only one not using the cheats.
Yeah. And yeah, I was like, just the walk and go ahead and get your kills on me guy,
Rip.
So the interesting part that I found about the having the spawn location or the location to go, the capture location, was you kind of knew where the guys were going to go, so you could play a little off and out, a little bit of distance, and know like you can shoot at them and have an idea where they're going to be. The problem was the way that they implement it. It always seemed like if you were down, you got fucked. If you were the team that was behind by one, you would get screwed so many times. Yeah, it was just the way that those like it would always spawn if you by the team that just lost, right?
Yeah.
So like if you're
in their area.
Yeah, if you're down and then you lose a round or whatever, then it was a mess to go. Like you could get flashed out of a game so quick. So that was all the issue.
Running in solo queue, here's what my experience was. So maybe for some odd twist of fate, we're up, right? It's 3-2, and then or it's 4-2. We lose a round, but so that means that the control points on our side,
right?
So now it's 4-3. Control points on our side. I'm like, sitting here, hey guys, novel idea. Let's just camp the control point. Let's not push. Never mind. I see you guys are heading out. Did. This is fun.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
You're in that perpetual 3v1.
But in the very next round, or something, whenever it's on their side, they're all just staying there camping. They get it figured out. I never could find a team that would not push and would just sit there and camp the control point. Like play that objective.
Well, half the time we also forgot too. we're like, oh wait, they're capturing. We like
oh yeah, there's nothing.
Oh yeah,
worse.
there's a control point.
So
we've been
after
there.
I get finished with my hunter, I play at the Titan, and of course I'm just like, you know what, hell with that. I'm gonna play Bubble Titan. I'm gonna be that guy, right? So by the time you get to 4th round and you've got your super, I'm on a team with the 2nd Bubble Titan. So I get to the point first, I bubble, and he's got his super too, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, great. So on the very next round, we'll have a bubble for the next one. No, I've got a bubble already, and this guy goes, let's have 2 bubbles. This will be great.
Oh my god.
Guess we'll die.
Pops his bubble too as well. So going into the last round, it was just sweatfest. But fortunately, they used their supers trying to destroy our bubbles. So we actually won that one because it's just a straight nothing but a gun battle in the final one.
That's
Which
the
it was
only perk of getting solo super. It is like, wow, I was that threatening that you just wasted your entire super on me. What are you gonna do for the next round?
When did solo supering become a bad thing?
When is what?
When did solo supering become a bad thing?
When it's a panic move. When it's like, I can't let you.
I know, like if you get that hate mail where they're like, oh, I can't believe you wasted your super on just me. You died, didn't you?
Hey.
Okay, fine. I'm the only one who's toxic about this. Good to know. I was raised by sweats and molded by them, so fine then. I guess it's fine. I'll be the only one who feels this way. It's all good.
If your super doesn't give you annihilation,
I know plenty. Don't worry. Treat you like a raid boss.
What do you guys think of the idea that they're switching out trials with Iron Banner when Iron Banner's in town? You don't get trials for the weekend.
I mean, I think it's fine.
I don't feel one way. I just know everybody that was getting ready for trials are just gonna crap on Banner. That's just how that worked out. But that pretty much happened anyway. So
I mean, but did you guys run?
I will play Iron Banner 40 light levels under, but I will not touch trials with a 10-foot pole. So
I like
my opinion on that.
And here's the funny thing: there's a certain amount of those streamers out there who do a lot of the trials and whatnot, who they don't care if there are pinnacles. They just won't step into Banner, the hate Banner.
Hmm.
And they're like last weekend, most of them were playing New World.
Yeah, I'm actually looking. Like a zillion people have been doing that. It's literally split. I've got Datto, Watts, and Danfinity on Destiny, and as to cross Small Hat and Fruit on New World.
Yeah.
So it's like pretty evenly split at this point. I feel like
You should send
well,
them all.
Proper Slave's been doing New World. I think Mylan's been playing Halo. Like everyone's all over the place right now. But it's mostly split between those two, I think. Which is wild for considering a season of Destiny just dropped. Like, it's not like we're in a dry spell or anything, and something else has captured the attention almost 50-50.
I feel like, though, without trials, a lot of these guys are just bored.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe.
People don't like the astral alignment.
Yeah, that's what I want. And I wanted to hear both of you guys. Like, I've heard Josh's opinion on it, but I'd like to hear both of you guys. I don't know if Molly's gotten it and played yet, but do you enjoy it?
I played a lot this season. I like it better than Override.
Okay.
I will say that.
But you play 3 games of Override and you get a pinnacle. You play
I don't look at it that way.
9 games of Astral, and you get, after 3, you get a tier 1 powerful. After 6, you get a tier 2 powerful. And after 9, you get a tier 3. You don't get a pinnacle at any point in time for doing Astral alignment.
I didn't notice it that way. I just meant it was less to suffer through, seeing as all you do is Astral alignment. Go talk to a bunch of people. Okay, now go to the Shattered Realm. Now go do Astral alignment again, and go talk to a bunch of people, and go back to the Shattered Realm again. Like, for having to do it in that kind of grindy way, I would so much rather do Astral than I would.
Now, Shattered Realm is an explorer's dream, though.
I'm gonna tell you that event is amazing.
It's so cool.
I've had more fun in
so
that.
much fun going through that the last.
When you
times.
say
my friends love it. I mean, we go in there all the time. I mean, just to explore. I mean, and just figure things out. I mean, but I'll tell you though that there's a lot of map glitches, and it easily get stuck outside the map. And you go into something and say, "Oh, here's a hidey hole. There must be something in there," and then you can't get out.
No, you jump down into a spot, and then you're
like, I'm not supposed to go down here.
Yeah. I'm known. You could ask my friends. I'm known for like, oh, look, something shiny in there. You must be able to go in there. Oh, can't get out.
No, guess I'll die.
And then with the last couple of weeks, we've gotten the full effect of everything you can do inside of there, like inside the one that was like the Tangled Shore version.
Yeah.
You're picking up this orb to take it to go plant it in a machine way over here. You got to make a little trek with it, and as you're jumping with it, a slightly invisible barrier kind of knocks you out as you jump. Then you sail off the edge. Of course, you die. Hitting the death barrier a little ways in. You respawn, thinking you're going to go back and grab that orb, but no. You gotta wait about a minute because before that orb falls forever.
Yeah.
Before it finally despawns, I'm like,
I noticed like my body falls forever. Like I'm just sitting there, like, okay, anytime now.
I think what's cool about it is the fact that it seems to expand each week. So with every node that you get, and now that you get the like last week's, like you go into that huge pit that finally opened up, and it's just like
the prison, that was cool.
Yeah, that whole thing is it's pretty dope when it comes to how they've planned that out. With how it opens up each week, so it's not just the same old run. And I really like it. Kind of, I was telling my friend is that it kind of reminded me of some of the Lego games where you have to unlock certain things to get the elements to then break the purple the purple sparkly rocks. And it was kind of similar to that. It just seemed like the way to open up certain things to get to different levels, and I like how it's evolved. And I guess that's where that pinnacle comes in rather than in the astral alignment, that you get it in that area where like Override was like it was, the expunge was a little bit different. Like, I didn't find that repeatable.
No, and it got because it was always a race,
Yeah.
But yeah, so with whatchamacallit, the first couple of weeks we had that, in the Shattered Realm, I was of course on my Titan, rocking the my rocket boots and a sword, and I'm like doing the whole sword swinging over to
Yeah.
oh, what's that over there? I'm sure we're not supposed to get to it this week, but by God, I'm going. And checking all these things out and wondering how are they going to make it to where you can get over here, because there's nothing close. And then you find out, like last week's,
Yeah, that's
as you're fighting the wizard, those little ceremonies they're doing every time you kill one.
Yes.
A portal opens, go through it, takes you somewhere further. And
Oh.
Like we got
must
really
miss
excited because when we went in there last week and we looked at the huge tower, and then you could see that there was a little purple node that you had to get. It was like that means there's a way to get up there. There's got to be a way to get up there. And then once we figured it out, we're like that was the coolest thing. Okay, we got a puzzle now. So they put a lot of work into that. I think that was absolutely worth it.
Yeah, Shattered Realm has been
replayability.
fantastic.
So
yeah, I don't know how it'll expand throughout the for the next until February, but I don't know if it'll still exist.
Well,
I have no idea on that.
Considering 30th anniversary pops up,
Yeah.
and and they're going to be opening up a dungeon inside of the Cosmodrome in the old loot cave, and that's where we're going to be able to get Galahorn, and there's going to be some more stuff.
More.
It's not just a it's a long period of time before Witch Queen drops. We do get some more content, which is nice. There's no way, literally as soon as we complete basically the what is it on the quests, it's the whatchamacallit, we have the weekly challenges, seasonal challenges. Once you complete those, there's really no story that they add after those, right? Because it's usually stories built into those 10 weeks. So once you get through those 10 weeks, that would be a long period of time until February with nothing. So I am glad that they're bringing that out.
I'm sure they'll have other surprise events and things like that. They'll have to.
Yeah, we've got the Halloween special coming up,
Pizza.
where apparently we get either the dinosaur or the gorilla, from Kong. Remember we all voted on that?
I almost forgot.
We get those
that.
armor sets.
Oh yeah, Festival of the Lost. I'm all about
really
that.
want
Like
dinosaur
I spent
armor, guys.
all my time in the haunted
Which
forest.
apparently, from what the information they've given us this time, is it's not going to be Infinite Forest. It's going to be tied around Lost Sectors.
Oh come on.
But
wow, everybody just went
the Infinite Forest that's what it was. That was the jam.
I don't know. I mean, after a while, you kind of have enough of Mr.
Spooky. You can't. What are they going to do? Put some pumpkins in the Lost Sector and call it?
No, you want to know spooky? I never found Infinite Forest to be spooky. But go into this week's, which is the first week's Shattered Realm, have no music on, just only the effects of the area. The sounds that come out of there, just the ambient noise and whatnot, is way spookier than Infinite Forest ever was.
Did you
know about
have
that.
gigantic invincible knight sneak up behind you and try to jam that axe up your ass? Cause
right.
I have, and it's pretty fucking scary.
That was the epitome of bad grandpa's Shabba.
Oh my god, fucking terrifying.
You guys have
the
been...
Lost Sectors are just gonna paint up a Lost Sector.
They're going to do it's not just going to be like adding nightmares in Lost Sectors. It's going to be something different. They promised it would be unique. So whatever they're planning on doing, I have no idea.
I'll give it a chance. I'll complain about it the whole time.
I don't really have a choice.
Yeah,
right.
You can just put your,
But I'll do it anyway because I think it's gonna be. I still think it'll be.
I'm gonna bitch and yell for the 80 hours that I do this.
In the dawning. I'm excited for that too. So I mean, all the good stuff coming back around, and
all the fun stuff.
Oh yeah, we get to bake cookies again.
Yep.
So, I might try to hand it some.
Well,
real
I guess we'll find out if Eva really was Savathun too.
Yeah.
I know
everybody is Savathun.
Everyone is Savathun.
I actually think Mara Song is
Spoiler
actually
alert.
Savathun. If you want me to,
I think I'm Savathun.
I mean, that could be the good. That's the perfect bait and switch.
Yeah.
I actually
Yeah,
think
that
because
everything's an illusion and Savathun's just created it. Oh, that's kind of scary, and also low-key accurate from some of the lore things. Like, that's kind of terrifying. If
Well,
that
it's
ends up
like-
happening, if it's all fabricated and we're in some kind of fucking matrix cell, and Savathun's like orchestrated everything around us and nothing's actually real, I just want everyone to know I called it.
I don't know. So, even if that were the case, if every single player was, some version of Savathun, Banshee wouldn't be. He would still
wouldn't know.
be
He would have
clueless.
forgotten
Actually
he's
fair.
Savathun. He would
Yeah,
have forgotten he's Savathun.
he would have. Yeah, Banshee would have fucking spilled the beans at some point in time.
Like she's going out grabbing all of her clones of herself, and she's like, "Hey, come on, it's time." He's what?
What?
You know?
What are you talking about?
Well, it really is weird though, going back and playing like some of the other content. Like I was playing some of the expunges today, and
too,
going back and hearing Osiris and knowing that it's Savathun and how like we're feeding information and how it's just like it is kind of surreal. I mean, being that you could everybody kind of had it figured out at that point, but now knowing it is just kind of weird, playing through that content. Post when he was, the bait and switch.
Well, see, I heard the rumors that it was, he was actually Savathun, but he was trying to. You're also thinking, well, it could just be people, really crafting a fan theory, and it's not going to, materialize anything. But the minute I started actually believing it was true was when during the week where Mithrax, as soon as you finish it, Mithrax is talking and Osiris is talking back, and he's saying, "Hey, I hear that the whatchamacallit, our lovely lady who died, future war cult lady, she's looking at investigating the Vex transponder thing that she has." He goes, "I could help her with it." He goes, "Oh, no. She's fine. She doesn't, best to leave her do her thing, and we'll just stay back out of it." And that was Osiris telling him that. I'm like, wait a second, why would you be so protective and very, like, no, don't go help,
Well, I kind of got the idea when they were when it was the expunge right before the Delphi, I think, and the final one with at the end. Anyway, that Osiris mentioned something along the lines of, I didn't think you were going to make it through. I won't make that mistake again.
Yeah.
And then I was just like,
I underestimated you. Won't make that mistake again.
That does not sound like him at all.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one was a definite giveaway. That was okay. Yeah, I get it. I just wish we could have seen the little transformation. As you see, the Queen and us, and we're all just sitting there looking, at apparently, him Osiris morph into Savathun, and then Mara's like, "Nope, Crystal."
Yeah.
And if she's got that power, why didn't she do that with,
right?
Oryx's ship, like...
Well, it's been a long time since then.
Yeah.
We have no clue what she's fucking up to.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think it's like I would think it would be a crazy bait and switch. Sorry about that. Crazy bait and switch if Mara actually is Savathun somehow. Like how that conversation's coming through. It's just a little too casual. I don't know.
So what do you think about the fact that Crow knows that we're the ones who killed him? But
What?
he's cool with it.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoilers, Josh. Jesus Christ.
I think he do it.
We found that last week, man.
I'm just.
No, I think it's kind of in that fact that that he's now he's defied those odds again of what Guardians are supposed to, that Guardian culture. That he's not supposed to know his past, but what does he do with that information now? And it's kind of weird because it's almost like the roles are reversed. Like, but when he was really trying to figure out the difference with light and the dark or whatever, and thought he was helping his sister, I guess, before he got shot. Now it's almost like the roles are reversed. It's almost like Mara's doing that.
Yeah. So one of the things that always kind of bothers me is when Bungie will do they'll drop something out there for us, and then they'll wait a long time to pay it off, which that can be good in a way, but kind of like when we saw the whole cut scene of the ghost coming up to revive Aldrin's body for the first time, and then it's a long time before we ever, get that next thing, where now we've run into him, and he defended Osiris and all this. But, like right now, every time we go visit the Queen, go talk to Savathun, if you decided to kind of peer behind the curtain, you see that taken egg back there. That Wish Dragon egg.
Yep.
Ribbon's egg.
Wish Dragon.
Wish Dragon.
Ankara egg? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, Ankara.
Well, when I saw Crow talking to Savathun, I was kind of like, it was funny how the NPCs are laid out, because I'm like, Mara, you just let them walk right on by?
Yeah.
Like, you've been trying to keep him out of here this whole time, and you're just hanging out here, he walked right by you.
He didn't walk past all those techians that we've released,
those techians, started on those.
But we've got the Wish Dragon egg over here. I'm still gonna go with Wish Dragon.
Josh just renamed his shit now.
Lord knows when we're gonna see a payoff on that.
Destiny 4.
But, yeah, Destiny 4.
Could be.
Sure, some will come of that.
It's kind of like you see some of this stuff and you wonder, they've got time between now and Witch Queen. They could do something with it. Like they were saying, all the encounter we've had with Riven was taken, under Savathun's control. Is Riven really our bad guy against us? If she's reborn into that egg, from that egg, or is she an ally against the darkness? When that time comes.
What I'm hearing is we need to get a lore expert on and let you two nerd out for a long time.
Yeah, I wonder what Matt's opinion is on that. I'm curious.
I think Boop is going, what the fuck did I get into? I thought we were just going to talk shit for an hour.
No, I like lore. I just wish I probably should understand it a little bit more, but there's like all these little things that are now coming out now, like you're figuring out now how is it going to tie into what we know about the Witch Queen, about how did she figure out about the how to use the light and how to use and you hear now the questions that are asked, going back, you kind of figure, oh, some of this is making sense now.
Well, all this stuff that we've been, that everything Osiris did last season, like just in the little communications we've had back and forth, where Crow was talking to whoever, I think he was talking to Ikora and saying, yeah, I thought it was weird, that Osiris kept asking me to acquire some of the dead ghost shells from Spider, and never knew what he was wanting it for, but apparently, obviously that was Savathun requesting he's been, reverse engineering him, basically.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Sagira wasn't dead. I'm pretty sure that's how they probably reverse engineered something out of it. That's what I say.
Yeah, I know. I'm good with that.
We'll see what Boop knows.
If it pays off, you called it.
Yeah, right?
Hey, Boop.
Had that one locked down.
All of a sudden, Boop's phone rings and he picks it up, and it's Deej. I know I left Bungie, but man, you gotta
shut the fuck up.
You're giving away the story,
too
man.
Intuitive. Yeah, don't tell Bife about this. Yeah, because he'll feel threatened. I'm sure.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, next week, Evade is making a video on it. I heard from reliable sources, Captain Mr. Boot Cannon, that...
Those are not two things that will be said. A reliable source, Mr. Boot Cannon. Yeah.
No,
that'll never happen.
A reliable source on the Unfiltered podcast.
right?
Yeah.
You heard it here first. We pushed many careers because I remember the first time I ever came on this show, it was like right after Young Khan was on. I was like, how the fuck am I following that?
So-
Having that dude on it just make you feel inferior as a man. I don't care.
I was like he was talking about all of the, like, how he's recreated himself, all his jobs he's done, like what he's doing now, and I was like, I just fire a boot cannon. What am I going to talk about for an hour? We'll figure it out though.
So, going with no segues here in the conversation whatsoever, how do you find yourself? How do you have the ability to use a different exotic other than the boot cannon just to try things out?
Oh, I mean, I have all different kinds. I'm also Mr. Voop Cannon.
Uh-huh.
I'm also Mr. Lemon Art Cannon. Loved lemon art. Really got into Tikus more with the elemental well builds. But those are the main exotics that I really use. Mostly like if it comes to that, it'll be bows.
Yeah. I'm on board.
When they announced that they were going to be sunsetting weapons, and they didn't announce yet the list of the guns that were going away, were you nervous?
Well, not really, because I think right away they talked about it won't be exotics.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I knew that right away. So I was all right.
Okay, so you're a fan of bows.
Yes.
So one of my favorite bows was Subtle Calamity. I had one with
yes.
explosive head, dragonfly. It's void.
That's exactly the one I have. I still have it in my vault.
Same. It was my go-to, right? So, and it was a precision. So, it was powerful enough to one-shot a lot of things, and to get the job done in PvE, right? So now that got sunset. We had still left over our only precision energy bow was the one from Iron Banner, right? And it was arc. And we've gotten several of the little fast fire, the other bows since then, but we hadn't gotten another precision bow in the energy slot. Oh, lost his voice. Lost your mic. Boop.
Was he?
Oh. Well, I heard him. Oh, I saw his mouth moving, but I didn't.
Yeah, I see his mouth moving, but I don't know.
Speak apparition.
So, all right. So, Josh, you want?
So to finish my thought.
Yeah.
As long as he can hear us.
Say yay or nay, mate.
Did you try unplugging it and plugging it back in? Can we do the whole computer? We'll turn this into
the cartridge before you
turn this into the computer tech show from Dell.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Can
you
hear
me, but now I can't hear you.
Oh,
I don't know what happened there.
Tell us when you can hear us.
Got nothing.
That's weird.
It probably shifted in Discord to pick up when you reconnected your mic. So go into your Discord settings and reset it back to your default. Or
I don't think you can hear us.
No, well, I could hear out of the regular speaker. It was like I had to plug it in, and then all of a sudden the sound went off, or the couldn't.
Yeah. Go to your voice and video and switch the output.
If you can hear us through the regular speakers, just roll that way because they're not interfering. So Molly,
getting that feedback.
We only had him put on the headset because we were afraid that our voices were going to carry. This was before you got on. That it would carry, but he's not having.
But I'm late to the party.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, we had the only precision bow we had was an arc one, and it was from, from Iron Banner. Now we get a new precision bow with the wolf tone draw, but it's an arc. I mean, come on, Punchy. What the hell, man? You took away Subtle Calamity. I'd be fine if you just give it back to us.
That's all I'm asking for.
Don't you get the feeling, though, with that?
Boop was rightfully taken.
I think Boop's gone again.
His mic is.
Yeah, your mic's out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. So while we're waiting for Boop to talk about your subtle calamity a little bit, I feel like that's a gun or not a gun, a bow, a weapon. That's
You hear me
coming
now?
There you go.
Yes.
That they're going to
You can
bring
hear
back
us?
to you, Josh.
Probably.
But they have a plan for it because it feels like they're reintroducing just about everything that got deleted or sunset from the game. They just want to stage it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Wait. So you're confirming that we're gonna get Mountaintop back?
Really, don't be a dick. I mean, we're getting Galley back, so
I mean,
we still haven't got Icebreaker though.
Anything could happen.
Mountaintop is crazy fun. I mean, it's toxic, but it's crazy fun.
I feel like we should have a PvP area that just is like it just literally labeled bullshit, and you just take all those stupid guns like they're only available in that playlist.
I mean, you could still use them in normal Crucible.
Yeah,
Since
but
there's no
I
power
feel like
levels.
PvP might be where the issue was with them.
Yeah, but if you go in there and just label it like this is where all the bullshit is,
This
Yeah.
is where all the bullshit
and it's disabled everywhere else.
The bullshit playlist.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
maybe you're forced to use it. Like everyone has to have it. That one. Mountaintop playlist.
Got a mountain.
Sugar.
Got a mountaintop. What other really shitty guns are?
Revoker.
The Scorch playlist. I don't understand why they couldn't have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Scorch playlist.
it's
The
been
only time
3
I'm great on
years.
that.
It's been
when
3
I go
years,
in
and we're
with my
finally
Titan.
getting Rift back.
Going with my Titan, put on those jet boots, man.
We're gonna get Iron
Sword in
Banner
the
Rift.
air.
Oh no, we'll get Trials Rift. That'd be great.
Trials Rift would be. That'd be all right.
That'll throw everything cattywampus.
Uh-huh.
I can just
Then
hear
one
Molly
guy-
screaming, "Oh God! Oh fuck! Oh God! Oh fuck!" As she's running with the little ball.
Oh yeah, no,
Don't get
we're
backwards.
there's gonna be a
More
channel
points.
points reward for that one. Don't you guys worry.
Oh, just wait till we get our first stasis bow.
I think there should be an exotic bow that freezes everything, kind of like chain freeze. I think
Yeah.
that would be sweet.
Oy.
I mean, everyone was talking about they wanted Gallahorn back, or they wanted, whatchamacallit, Icebreaker, or there's the list of weapons that people want back.
Dragon's
I would.
Breath.
Wow, you just read my mind. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Is that what you were gonna say?
I was gonna say Dragon's Breath.
Do you remember the Takanot helmet that made every rocket a crafting rocket, and then you had a Dragon's
Napalm.
Breath with the Takanot helmet? It was like a
Yeah.
tracking Dragon's Breath. Oh, those were the days right there.
And go and drop napalm. There was nothing better than that crowd control. Just fire that over, let it drop.
It was Witherhorde before Witherhorde.
Exactly.
The sad part about this is you guys are reminiscing, and all I'm doing is going back and remembering all of Rick's videos about these weapons. I'm hearing him in my head describe, fuck your Geneva Convention.
Oh, there's nothing better than still disappointed in the fact that it does not actually shoot tractors.
Right?
and these dumbwits, don't understand that a tractor is to pull, not to repel.
Oh my god.
It's still the funniest weapon out there. It really is. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just a display, and then to have them fly across the room. It's just, I mean, it's never gonna stop being satisfying.
Yep, I know.
And
Especially
most
whenever
people just don't understand like how fun it is.
when you
and when they
ricochet
do,
one
they're
person
like-
into
Their
another.
life changes forever.
Yep.
What I do.
All right, Boop. When we had you on before, were we doing our final 5 questions at the end of the podcast?
No,
Well, good. We're gonna hit you with those in a few minutes. I just wanted to make sure.
I cannot wait.
You can't really, because they're
Yeah,
you probably know them already.
I've been practicing. Yeah.
Have you? Okay. So, all right.
Yeah.
We've been doing it for a little over an hour, so I just want to make sure. Is there, Boop? Do you have anything on your mind that you want? Yeah, that you want to, talk about or get off your chest before we start wrapping things up.
Nothing.
Did we lose him again?
Nope.
Shit.
Maybe he froze.
Oh God, okay. Say something. Oh no,
His
my
video.
phone froze.
His video froze.
Yeah, I wonder if he's on Wi-Fi or if he's cabled in or if he's got other internet.
Oh, funny. Yeah, I forgot to cable in mine. I'm on Wi-Fi this whole time.
Damn, you got nice Wi-Fi.
Molly's been having internet issues for the last week or so.
I wonder what that's like.
I'm a network engineer. Of course, I'm going to have good Wi-Fi.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Well,
he's back.
We'll just switch over to the iPhone. Thank God for the handy dandy iPhone.
Ooh, all right. Well.
So, yeah.
All the technicals.
Contingency plans. Yeah, this battery on this computer is so great. But all right. So where were we?
We were asking you we were asking you to wrap up final thoughts or comments about anything that's just been on your mind that you haven't been able to talk about or thoughts as we wind things down.
Look, I'm always gonna have a love for this game, no matter where it sits, how long it takes. I'm always gonna have that love for Destiny. I know people like to take a break, quit, complain, but it all comes from a passion of the game. And that's just something that's never gonna die for me, until they turn off the servers. But with the story and the content and the friends that I've made throughout all the years, I can't find myself in a better place with that game. I'm always excited for every Reset Tuesday. So I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm just a simple guy, but but the game has literally changed a lot of people's lives. I mean, it's a connection spot for me and my son. It's it's a place where I've met so many people from the Destiny community, And
I just had an epiphany.
Hey, wait, what was your epiphany?
Well, whenever you said all the friends have made along the way, and Bungie has said several times, that friendship is the true end game, right?
Yeah.
We made friends with Callus. We made friends with the Fallen.
Are you about to drop Savathun on us?
We made friends with Crow. We're making friends with Savathun. I mean, it's just gonna be we made friends with Kaido. It's just gonna be just a giant hug fest at the final bit of Destiny.
Well,
Story's over, man.
They're setting it up though for a lot more. I mean, they really are setting it up for a lot more because
there's greater things we made on the way.
Yep. And there's greater things out in the dark than just than what fight can be.
I really hope we get to fight a brand new.
Oryx is still floating out there.
Not just a reskin of something, but a brand new enemy type. Once the darkness really
bringing up
moves in.
reskins.
Yeah.
Try.
Yeah, I don't want Frankenfallen. I don't want Frankenfallen. I don't want Franken Cabal or anything like that. Just.
All right.
I think I like the way the game's evolving. I mean, they're doing a lot of things that, of course, evolving it like an MMO. And, creating I can't wait for the aspects part, what they're going to do with the supers and weapon crafting and things of that nature. I think there's a lot of room that they could do with mods and,
the glaive looks awesome. That looks fun.
Yeah. So, I mean, there is a huge future, I think, that's coming down the line. And with all the hiring that's been done, Bungie, I don't think that's going to be all for naught,
No, but hopefully we get some other playable race soon.
And the communication they have, I mean, that they've been doing, and the and on-the-spot moves, like to see them do that with Vex, but that's beside the point. But
yeah.
Before we wrap this up, something I realized this week, and I didn't think I'd ever say this, I miss Deej.
No.
Yeah.
Because
I agree with that.
because not whether you like him or hate, you could always at least tune into him and go, all right, I know where information's coming from. And right now it's like they really don't have that central spot. There's a few different guys putting out different bits.
Yeah, we have 2 community managers, Cosmo and DMG, and they're both solid guys.
Yep.
But
they hired a new one.
Yeah, they had a third one not that long ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it just seems like, okay, now the information's split up, not coming from one source. But anyways,
Yeah.
Before we go too far and before Boop loses another battery, let's whip out these questions.
No, I'm good. I'm good now.
Well, unfortunately, Molly keeps looking up because she wants to crawl onto that mattress that's right above her.
Yeah, I do have I work night shift this weekend, and I have to do day shift tomorrow and the day after that, and then I have to get on a plane, so your girl's hitting a wall a little bit.
Where are you going, Molly?
I'm going to Buffalo to see my son.
Okay.
Aww.
Fair
Very
enough.
excited. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so what was first question?
Oh, I got
Ready
him.
for it?
Yeah.
First
Boop.
question.
Boop, what's your favorite food?
Macaroni and cheese.
Yes! Oh, you make me want to make that before bed.
And
Damn it.
discuss.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
How do you
get
prep
that
it,
adult
Boo?
macaroni and cheese, but like even the Kraft macaroni and cheese. I mean, I grew up on that stuff, but I mean, if there's one food I had to have and survive off of, that would be it. I could do it.
You can tell who on the podcast has grown up on Kraft macaroni and cheese. We're still digesting it.
I still go back to the Bill Engvall, no, that's macaroni and yellow powder.
I know, right? Snort that.
Favorite drink, alcoholic and non.
Wow, why don't you jump ahead, Molly?
She's ready
I just
to go
know the
to bed.
questions.
What question number 2? Was that question number 2?
Yeah, favorite drink,
Yeah.
alcoholic
All right,
and non-alcoholic.
All right. Long Island iced tea alcoholic, because it gets right to the point.
Fair enough.
And
I want to get fucked up, and I don't want to wait in line with
I
anybody.
throw it out there. Like, I wish I had Zima back. Get those clear beers. And I have to say, probably old standard orange juice. Really,
Nice.
like if I just as a regular drink, just straight up orange juice. It got so much sugar in it. Oh my god.
All right, next
That's
question.
what we get my patients to
Yep.
pump their blood sugars up.
This is
Yeah.
Josh's question.
Okay, so Destiny characters, marry, fuck, kill.
No, that wasn't the question. But
That wasn't the question.
If you can have anyone voice your ghost, who would it be?
Living or dead?
Anyone voice my ghost? This, I've thought about this one a lot. But oh my god, I'm brain farting on that one now.
while you're thinking of it, I'm gonna change my answer, which was Samuel L. Jackson for a long time. I really think I want it to be Rick now.
Well, that's fun too. Like mine's a person I know, like in real life too. Because it's just like you just have those voices, or those personalities that you just in a fucking jam. Like this is the voice you want in your ear. Like I love it.
That amazing amount of bullshit that comes out of him, I just want that around all the time.
I don't know. I mean, I was always going for that Paul Bettany for the Iron
Jarvis
Man,
vibe, yeah.
the Jarvis vibe. But the more of these crazy clips I hear, the more I could probably go with Joe Biden with the or so I could open this door or we could
Oh God.
and yeah, I mean you could if Andrew Jackson was there, then your mom could.
And we just got canceled. Thank you very much, Josh.
Oh no, it would have to be Bobcat Goldthwait.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, 80s Bobcat.
Oh
Bobcat
yeah,
Goldthwait.
Police Academy Bobcat.
Yeah.
Police Academy Bobcat. That'd be great.
Mine's my best friend. He's got a gorgeous Aussie accent and a really deep voice. So it's like,
Who is this?
my best friend Sean.
I think he's been watching all night, hasn't he?
Oh, probably. He's a good sport. I love you, mate.
All right. Boo,
Yeah, he has. Oh, what a good sport.
tell us about a time, either on the internet or in real life, that you've been embarrassed. And if you mention that Destiny Unfiltered shirt again,
You changed up that question.
yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yep.
A time on the internet that I've ever been embarrassed.
Yeah.
Lord.
Lord.
I don't know. I mean, tonight's gone pretty well with all of my technical functions. Thank God I had cat-like reflexes and got back. You know, like my one shot on a podcast in about 3 years. And then there you go.
It's the only one that'll have me too. It's okay.
There goes my chance, my audition of being a host. I don't know. I'd have to. I really can't do like online embarrassment.
Mhm.
I really don't have one. I don't think. No.
Personality. Some people's personality is easily subject to being embarrassed on the internet. So I'm not. You don't
I mean,
strike me as that.
plenty of real life ones.
Yeah. Give us
Oh,
a real
yeah.
life one that you're
Yeah.
comfortable with. The more
Oh.
shocking, the better. Give us quality content.
Oh Lord. I'd probably have to go. With this time I had this crush on this girl in college, but she worked at the lunch counter, and but I had the biggest crush, and finally I had that opportunity to sit down and talk to her one day, and a buddy of mine was sitting there. She started to talk. She goes, "Hi, doing?" I was like, okay. So she had a real deep Southern boy accent like that, and I was like, well, I could look past this. She's really cute, and we got to talking and laughing, and I noticed she had a really big chipped tooth, right there.
Uh-huh.
I was like, Lord, she is really cute. Okay, so we kept going, and then we kept going and talking, and we were telling all these jokes, and my buddy, and then things get really quiet. And she goes, "Do you believe in witches?" I was like, well, I know that they exist. I've never really met one. She goes, well, my sister, she's a good witch, but she hangs out with this girl who's a bad witch, and they like to go around scaring people, saying Satan loves you. And then she started getting into, well, now she's got these balls in her purse that it's got an entity named Panther. And I was like, he's got my phone number. But we kept going on, and so we kept going on, and I said, okay, so what happens if she's not there? If she's not there, is there ball waiting? Or is there if a bunch of entities call, is it baller waiting or baller ID? If you don't know who it is calling in, or or a conference balling. And then it really occurred to me, I was like, oh God, she's got physical property of mine. I'm gonna wake up with boils on my forehead in the morning.
But he kept going because she was really cute.
Yeah.
And then did that end with, but she's really cute, and you saw her again, or?
Yeah,
She's
really cute.
He keeps looking over his shoulder because he's like, she's in the next room.
Yeah. He's like,
I don't know. Weird things have been happening to me in my life ever since then, so I don't know. Scratches.
Oh God.
So as the story continues on, so he's like, so by the fourth date.
Yeah.
by our second
So
child.
you hightailed it out of there, I was assuming.
Yeah.
I didn't look back.
Yeah. So hightailed it out of there, but there's a lot more stories where that came from. But
But
that was probably one of the more embarrassing ones.
That was a good one. That was a really good one.
She was the one that carried our son and me.
Yeah.
Oh my
All
God.
right,
It would have been like the other one.
All right, Molly, ask him your question.
What's my question?
Really?
What?
Boop.
What did I do? Wait,
Boop.
what's the last one?
What's your favorite curse word?
Oh, yeah. What's your favorite curse word?
Oh, Lord.
It's probably boop.
Mother. Probably, I probably have to say more comes out of my mouth like motherfucker.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah.
It's
my
like
favorite.
seriously, like playing Crucible.
Closely followed by the C word, but like I can't say that as often. It's not as socially acceptable here.
I just get the feeling that every time Boops gets heavy, the first words out of his mouth after that is "Say hello to my little friend."
Take it right on my number 10. Yeah. Oh yeah, like it's like here comes Boo. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Okay, all right, wait,
Boop,
hold on
man.
a second. The way Boop rattled that out so quickly, I think now I'm changing my answer because the dude that played in Ant-Man, his best friend that is describing everything with the stories, I want that ghost. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh
I love
my.
it.
So.
What is his name?
Oh no.
I'm not looking it up either.
It's
Well, I know it's not John Leguizamo, but he would be a great voice. He would be a great voice though.
Yeah. No, it's oh man, I picture.
I know who you're.
Everybody
talking about.
and everybody's sitting here thinking we could watch an entire movie with just that dude. Like he could tell the story of the Avengers, and we'd all sit and watch him tell the story. Like it's just him in a chair with a book.
Yeah.
With a book.
He was like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "All right."
All right. So,
all right, little children. I have 8 minutes to get my makeup off and go to bed.
Yes. So,
Michael Pena.
So, Boop.
I heard penis.
Michael Pena.
Okay,
Pena.
there you go.
So now she has 10 minutes.
What?
Like I heard nothing else, and I was like, "Wait, huh?"
Like, how do we get there?
I don't know.
Hell.
My bad.
All right, Boop. We can't do two plus years again before we get you back on. So that being said, I'm thinking maybe sometime right after the new content releases, we should try to get you back and get all your thoughts on the new
See if I was
stuff.
right.
Yeah, prediction. We'll do your predictions.
Yeah, but tell Mike to give me a call. Well, Matt, tell him to give me a call. I'll write his next book.
There you go.
Next grimoire book.
Predictions by Boop.
Yeah.
So, but all right. I think tonight we are going to go ahead and raid Miss Watts just because I want to see her go. What the fuck is Destiny Unfiltered?
Yeah, that was literally we raid Astacross a couple weeks ago, a couple weeks back, and he goes, "Who the fuck's Destiny Unfiltered?"
Well, before you go, I'm gonna plug the my little admin page. Well, an page I'm an admin on. It's other than come to Mr. Boot Cannon, every other place you can type that in to Google and social media. But come check out Daily Toads.
Daily Toads.
Daily Toads.
I'll send you one for that. I just sent Blake one for that, but I'll send it to you too.
Yeah, Blake got me on board with Froggy, and they're awesome. They put out some awesome memes.
I love Daily Toads.
I take care of Pablo the Toad, so you hashtag Pablo the Toad. Yeah, check it out. It's a great ride every day. It's fun. So I definitely wanted to plug. They put a lot of hard work into it. So
it's so cute. It's really cute, guys. I love it.
It's a great page. It's growing. Go check it out.
All right, Molly, you got anything to plug?
No.
Okay.
Why would I?
Oh. So, Josh?
Yeah, no, man. I got nothing. Twitter that I'm sort of on. It's mostly pictures of me in scrubs.
Fair enough.
I miss
like
your art.
OnlyFans, but for fully clothed pictures of me in scrubs.
Just so you know, I miss your art.
Oh, thank you. I haven't done anything recently, but I was just thinking about it today, actually. We'll see what we can do. I miss it a lot. I'm really rusty.
Your character still has a story to tell.
You betcha. Thanks.
All right. Any other final thoughts or?
Nope.
All right, guys, let's call this a night. We're gonna go over
Alrighty.
and say
Thanks
hi
for
to
having
Watts.
me on.
Thanks
Yeah,
for coming
thank you.
on.
It was like old times. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the mods. Maybe I'll make you a couple gifts.
There we go.
Yeah.
And t-shirts. I'll crop it. It'll be cute.
Yep, send me. I'll do whatever.